May I?
Please
Oh
do.
man, I must be living right. We have Pastor Bill Joyner and Joey Ellis here to talk about Christ-centered recovery. Welcome, guys.
Glad to be
for
here.
having us.
So, what is Christ-centered recovery?
It's going to be a long-term residential recovery center for women and women with children. Just trying to provide a safe Christian place for a woman to come in and get over her addiction and get away from some of the problems that she has.
Was that need already in place that you noticed and said we got to do something about
Yes,
it?
yes. Now, I've always, being a minister, I've always had a desire to help and do what I can for others. We've always offered support for international missions and missionaries and things to that effect, and I've always wanted to do something more local. And so it was kind of brought to me a desire to open a recovery center. And so we researched it and looked into where the need might be for that, and if we could fill a void, we wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And so women and especially women with children is where
Right.
the big need was.
And is this a program that's operating now, or is it in its infancy?
It's in its infancy.
Okay.
We've spent about a year developing basically the operating procedures and getting through the governmental red tape behind it and stuff to that effect.
So
About a
before
month.
you open something like this, you got to be regulated. Is
You
that
got to
right?
have a nonprofit and
Yes,
all that.
sir.
Oh,
already
okay.
Yeah.
in place.
Okay. Yeah.
It's going to be, because it is nonprofit, because it is a faith-based facility, it's going to operate strictly on donations and on community support and help. And so right now we're in the process of getting all of that together so that we have the money necessary to open the doors
Right.
and be successful.
So you're in the process of building up enough funds to get it where it's not
Yes,
only
sir.
open but operating
Operating.
every single day, because
Yeah,
that's
so we
where
can
the
get
money
the women
is.
in there and get them
Yes.
some help
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
How many will you be able to service?
It'll depend on the size of the facility we're able to get. We've looked
Okay.
at buildings both in Baxter and Marion County.
So you're looking at buildings and not thinking about building. You're looking at existing places.
Right, we're looking at
Okay.
existing places.
Okay.
And it's just, really it'll boil down to how many churches we can get to partner with us monthly as far as
Yeah.
the financial support, and individuals and the other gifts as well. And then once we have kind of an idea of our operating budget, then we'll go into the facilities.
Yeah. Other than just money, what is it that what's your needs, like staff and volunteers and counselors and that kind of what's the need?
I think that would kind of be the next step.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
but right now we're just trying to get all the
You have
funds
to get
together.
stage one
Yeah.
completed and
Yes, we do have people that are going to help us, to mentor to the women and be there for them. And I mean, we're trying to take them from when they come into the facility all the way out to where they can even get reintegrated into society,
Right.
have a job, and they'll have a good Christian base to.
yeah.
Some of
Really?
the things in the retraining essentially that we will offer will be very life skill oriented, and so we'll have individuals or organizations come in and teach cooking classes or parenting classes. We'll get them into a GED program if they need to. So it's, like I said, our focus will be on trying to help the entire person, not just get her clean and send her on her way.
Right.
And so we'll partner with like the Pregnancy Resource Center and the DARE program through the state, and just depends on the need of that individual and what we can do to help her to really set her up for success for once she leaves the facility.
Okay. All right.
And will this be a facility, if I understand, where the children will come to?
Yes, ma'am.
If it's a single.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh yes, definitely.
And they'll come in and it won't just be the lady that receives counseling and education. We'll do family counseling as well as the individual counseling, because again, you have to look at the full person, physically, emotionally, spiritually, to set her up. And then with the children, the focus there is try to break the chain of addiction. A lot of times children will model or behave in the way that they've seen modeled. And so if we can show the children that there is, an alternative lifestyle out there, there's a better way, better decision-making process to follow, while we're teaching the mom how to be the mother that she's called to be,
Yeah.
then Lord willing, we can break that chain.
Yeah.
And we'll also be able to take these kids they'll also be able to play, they'll be able to do Cub Scouts and Girl Scouts and all that stuff, and football and baseball, where they would, and soccer, which they wouldn't have been able to do because if they're in a home of
Right.
with addiction, those things just don't happen. They're not offered that stuff.
Yeah, that's not the priority.
Right.
Well,
Living a normal life, the priority is focused on the drugs and day-to-day
Right.
survival.
Right.
And
And they'll have
trying to
a
break
really
that.
strong church family. The children will get to see that there is another way. It's a big need. There's a hole out there that needs to be filled, and this is a great way to do it.
Okay.
You know.
You talk about the building that you're looking for. So you're out looking. You haven't decided on anything.
No, sir, we have not.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've talked to 2 or 3 different people.
Okay.
Yes.
If somebody had a building that they would like to, offer you or
Yeah, we
or
have-
donate or
Yeah,
we
we would
have-
love that.
That'd be great.
We have volunteers in place to help
Okay.
us with a remodel because we don't want it to feel clinical or institutional.
Right.
And so, we can take a building and make it work for us
Okay.
with the supplies and the crews that we have
Yeah.
already in line.
We got a lot of volunteers already.
Well, good.
But-
Well, what we've discovered that if you don't, if our audience doesn't know about the need, they can't respond appropriately. And there have been times when we have offered things out over the air, and 2 people have been connected, you and someone else, to where you may find an appropriate building or somebody that's looking to donate to something like that. So
Yeah.
we just need to know what your needs are. So
Well-
a building is the most important
Yes,
thing
sir.
right
A
now.
building, we will end up needing a van as far as transportation because they'll have, be it legal appointments or future appointments for jobs and things to that
Yeah.
effect, medical appointments they need to get to. And then, again, right now the financial is the big one, the partnerships
Yeah.
with the churches. Churches that want to invest in a local ministry and be involved with one that
Yeah.
they can see on a day-to-day basis. the
So
impact
you
that
are
they're
looking
having.
for other church organizations to be a partner.
Oh,
in that.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It's a must.
And it's not a denominational thing.
No,
There's
sir.
not certain set of Christian guidelines that you have
No,
to follow.
we, like I said, we've spent a year setting it up, and we have made it non-denominational, and it will always be faith-based. And so, and like I said, because we are, most insurance companies won't pay, for the lady to come in, and there aren't a whole lot of other avenues out there as far as a faith-based nonprofit to get assistance from. And then one of the hindrances for a lot of women would be the cost. And so for her, it will be free for the length of her stay. And that, again, is only possible if we get the community behind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the big one would be building, like I said, transportation, and then that ongoing partnership.
Okay. All right. And they can contact you, I guess, from the information that was just up on the screen.
Yes, sir.
We've got a number there of 405-7875. Is that
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes.
And that will be going to your directly to your Christ Recovery.
Yes, sir.
Recovery.
Yes.
Christ Centered Recovery. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Or they can like us on Facebook. We have established
Okay.
a Facebook page. Again, just so that people can know who we are, what we're trying to accomplish. And we've gone and presented to, for example, the Marion County Rotarians.
Yeah.
And we're more than willing to come to, be it local churches, local organizations.
Okay, and talk about it.
Yeah, answer questions and do a presentation to kind of tell them what it is we're trying to accomplish, how we're going to accomplish it, and ultimately just the impact we're trying to have on the women and children that end up suffering in silence to a great deal. And a lot of people overlook the need. I mean, we've spent, as a nation, millions upon millions of dollars in fighting the war on drugs, and there are recovery centers out there and stuff. And so people think, well, we've fought this, but there are 20 million Americans that have an addiction, and that doesn't include an addiction to tobacco. It's just drugs and alcohol, and so the need is there. I mean, and then Arkansas, top 10 list, made the top 10 list for meth labs and arrests and stuff. And then Missouri, our neighbor to the north, very close neighbor to the north,
Yeah.
is #1 on the list.
Yeah, I think some of our northern counties were in that upper
Yes, sir.
level too.
Yeah. And so as much as we've tried to fight this and tried to
Yeah.
battle this and educate and stuff, the problem is still there. And the trend, unfortunately, is that it's increasing.
Yeah.
Over the last couple of years, there's been a heroin epidemic
Yes.
out east. And all signs point or indicate that is moving our direction as well. And so, and then again, being a messenger, being a Christian first, the whole goal is we firmly believe that Jesus Christ is the cure, and we can only offer them that cure and that education and that love and hope if we have the help that we need.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you. And anyone out there that's viewing this today would like to be a part of this, and you feel, as the Christian community would say, if you feel led to take part in that and to be a partner with these guys, you can give them information, contact them on the screen there. And I want to kind of switch gears. I want to welcome you to the community. You're opening a business.
Yeah,
And-
American
and-
Liquidation Outlet.
American Liquidation Outlet, and tell us what type of store or wares that you're selling there. Tell us
Well,
about it.
we have one of everything, basically. We've got everything from,
Do you have
you just
thermal
have to
throttle
come
braces there?
what now?
Thermal throttle braces?
I don't know. We have every
You
kind of
probably
leg
do
knee
in a
bra-
box somewhere.
We have every kind of knee brace, all that kind of stuff. But we also have everything from small appliances, clothing, furniture.
Are these buyout items? Are
yes,
they brand new?
overstocks.
Overstocks, okay.
Overstocks,
I think we're all
overruns, and
familiar
some
with
returns.
that type of
I will say they've got a lot
organization.
of camping gear as well, because I've
You bought
stocked
some?
up on some of it.
Now, does the inventory stay the same, or does it change?
Oh, it changes. I mean,
Yeah.
like Gil was in there the other day. We got pressure washers. We got tools, lawn and garden, home improvement stuff, toys,
Okay.
shoes,
Where,
air conditioners. Yeah,
where are you
air conditioners.
located?
Yeah, that's good.
we're-
She's
we're-
wanting to know where you're at now.
We're 1 mile past the new Harps on the left, headed towards Gassville. We're Earl's Antiques. We're in the same parking lot there. It's the old Mountain Valley Water.
Oh, okay. All right.
yes,
Place.
okay.
Okay.
Every now and then you head out that direction, you'll see a gentleman standing out front dancing with a sign. That's
it.
where they're at.
Is that you
Is that
dancing?
you?
No, no, no.
You don't
That's
wanna
a
see
good
him
friend.
dance.
That's a good friend of mine, Les, and he's
He'll do anything.
he's awesome. Oh, he's
Get
awesome.
Les,
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
do anything.
He's awesome. You know, he is awesome. But yeah, we use Christian values in our business. We honor everything that we sell. If you don't like it, you can bring it back.
Yeah.
If something breaks, you know, and we've had a lot of return business, a lot of good support from the community, and we're trying to figure out all the things that we need, because this community is a lot of retirees, and you know, they have a lot of stuff that only they want, you know.
Yeah,
So we're trying to cater to everybody in the community.
So do you find out what the need is, and then you go try to buy it? So there is
Yeah,
a
like if I can get a 18-wheeler load of camping stuff, did that. Water toys, you know, anything that you pull behind your boat, life jackets.
So you look for seasonal things too.
I've got all that. We've got all that in the store now, and I've got a warehouse full of it.
Okay.
And it's all new merchandise,
Yes,
right?
merchandise. Yeah. It's all new.
So
Wow.
you're
I'm gonna be
located
checking that out.
close to Gassville?
No, it's
You're
we're
going toward Gassville, yeah.
actually we're still inside the Mountain Home city limits. I
Oh,
believe.
okay. All right.
It's Earl's Antiques. If you're familiar with that, we're just like a quarter mile up the road from Meeks, headed towards Gassville,
Okay.
on the
All right.
left.
On the
Okay.
left there,
All right.
toward.
And you're open.
We're open every day, and we're open from 1 to 5 after church on Sundays.
Okay. All right.
And we open at 10 to 6 every other day.
Ooh,
Okay.
till 6. Note to self.
Yeah, note to self after work, after you clock out at 5. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. Nice to meet you both.
Thank you.
And
Good
as
luck with
as
it.
Thank you all for
always,
having us.
Thank you.
As good deeds in the community are always what we love to promote here, and we also love to hear success stories. So if you get anything from this, we'd always love to have you to come back and tell the story. And
Oh, we'd love to, man.
Yeah.
This is a big part of our lives today.
Good.
There's
Good.
it's needed in the community. If you want to make an impact, this is something the community can get behind, and you will see it in the community, because
Good.
these people will be reintegrated. They'll be living right next door to you. They already do. Some
Yeah.
people that are already success
Yeah.
stories you don't
Absolutely.
even know. They're already
They just
out
don't know where to go for help.
there. Yeah.
Good. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it very much.
you.
You know, that's it for this show.
Already, it just whipped by.
It did whip by. We want to thank everyone that's been on the show, and we'd like to thank you for tuning in. If you'd like to be a part of what we do here, you can give us a call here at the station at 870-424-6957. You can go to our Facebook page at Hometown TV, Hometown Television rather, or our website, hometowntv.net. That's a lot for me to remember.
It's a lot. It is a lot. By the time you get, websites
I thought you were
and
going to say by the time you get to
Facebook.
my age, it is more difficult.
No, I
a
wasn't.
lot more difficult.
I'm not that far behind you,
Sometimes
so
I
we're
forget
not
to
going
take
there.
that pill. And the pill is supposed to help me to remember.
Oh gosh.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Is that all you can do?
That's all. Yeah. What are you gonna do with that?